love a cup of cafe sola. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Anushae, and we are here at the Merchants of Green Coffee with Derek. How are you doing today, Derek?
Very well.
Yes, I'm really happy to be here. Can you please tell us more about your journey, about yourself, how you started this?
Okay, well, I'm Derek. I'm one of the co-founders of Merchants of Green Coffee. We have been in the business of coffee for almost 20 years, but I'd say we do things very different from every other coffee company out there. Education.
Awesome.
Everything about what we do is educating a consumer how to get a more enjoyable cup, but not just a cup that they're going to enjoy, a cup that actually does good in other places. Meaning, like, we basically are capable of working with growers down in producing countries and making their lives better at the same time as making sure that
What are some of the key coffee producing countries in the world?
Well, without a doubt, we always talk about Ethiopia. Ethiopia is the birthplace of all coffee. And in 500 years, that coffee has been transplanted around the world and now grows in 70 countries. But some of the more important ones that people are aware of is they hear about Ethiopia, they hear Brazil, Colombia. But a lot of our work is Central and South America, even though Indonesia is also a very large grower of coffee.
Let's just outline some of the key benefits of caffeine for us quickly, please.
Okay, well, the first thing is that coffee is the most socially accepted drug because of caffeine in the world. It is second only to tap water in its consumption. And so one of the things that we are doing is that we always talk about people are naturally inclined to want that little bit of a pick-me-up, mostly in the morning, because we know 57% of all coffee is consumed before 10 a.m. So this is something that gets people started in their day, and something that is very much enjoyed. It's enjoyed for its flavor, it's enjoyed for its effect, but it's also enjoyed for its community and its
Is
social.
it true that coffee or caffeine is a great antioxidant?
Well, what caffeine does is it definitely helps the body speed up the metabolism. But one of the things that comes with coffee are a lot of these antioxidants that you hear about. But I have to always sort of point out, they're not available unless you're drinking it fresh. And so a lot of what we do, and a lot of our signage is all about discover the true taste of fresh coffee, because one of the things that we know is 99% of all coffee drinkers have never tried a truly fresh cup of coffee. And I say a truly fresh cup because one of the things that we just let other people do is we let others do the roasting for us. But after they roast it, it doesn't make it to us very fast.
Okay, so you do your own roasting.
We teach you to roast, and we work with local roasters.
Okay, great. Can you please teach us how to roast?
Okay, this would be one of our great ways, and we have one of the best people to basically demonstrate our little home roaster. We've been in the business of teaching people to roast their own beans for more than 12 years, and what it does is it's a very simple machine that is like a hot air popcorn maker, and it heats the beans and turns them brown in color. But I think one of the things that you can pick up in our name there is it's Merchants of Green Coffee. We sell green, unroasted coffee. And the green coffee will last for years, and the roasted coffee is really only fresh for 5 to 7 days maximum.
Wow, that's amazing. Do you also have a decaf coffee?
Yes, decaf has been growing in popularity for about the last 20 years, but one of the things is that the decaffeination process often uses quite a terrible chemical, and so one of the things we specialize in is making sure that we're only using one of the water methods.
Okay,
and
so there's a chemical method and a water method?
Yeah, there's a methylchlorine method, which isn't far from dry cleaner solution, which also decaffeinates coffee.
Okay.
And that is the more popular one out there. But a water method, because caffeine is water soluble, you can soak green beans in water, remove the caffeine, and try to put the flavor back in the coffee.
Wow. And so can you just tell us a little bit about the Cafe Solar? Is that one of your premium lines?
First, all of our coffees are premium. That's one thing that we definitely point out. We're talking about the top 5% in world quality, but there's no doubt this would be the top 1%. This program is unlike any other program. We describe it as our flagship coffee, and one of the things that makes this one very different is it explains the entire story of coffee, and also the story of a woman that has the potential to change Central America and South America.
So it is the top 5% of the world's organic gourmet coffee?
These are all organic, all fair trade coffees, and these are dried using solar power. And why that's important is very few people are aware that most of the coffee that we consume today is dried using firewood. And so every cup of coffee that we drink destroys 3 square centimeters of rainforest. And so what we're able to do with this program is we're able there to not only produce a high quality cup, but it's to preserve the forest.
Okay, so where all are your coffees available?
We get coffee from Africa, Latin America, Southeast Asia. And so by roasting your own coffee and getting a grain which can stay on your shelf for years, you have access to the freshest coffee. And also the beauty of roasting your own coffee at home is that when coffee is that fresh, you're able to drink the coffee and experience the characteristics of that flavor based on the country that it was grown.
Incredible. So where can we have access to your coffee? Where can we purchase it? Where are you available?
We are at Merchants of Green Coffee. We're at Queen and Don Valley Parkway. Really, really special place. We do free roasting demos. Anybody who comes into the shop will educate you as much as we can about coffee and about our